Let's roll our next segue for my story.
That was that. Yeah, that's exactly. It's entirely accurate. That's entirely accurate. All right.
Oh, hey, you're the poem master today, because guess what? You gotta give me a haiku.
Haiku. All right.
My next story is going to be about the Egyptian Museum. It's finally opening. We can finally see Egyptian stuff in Egypt, where they belong. And it's been decades of anticipation for this opening, grand opening. This is from Sami Magdi on AP News coming out of Cairo. After 2 decades of anticipation and countless delays, the Grand Egyptian Museum is finally having its grand reveal. The museum, which is set to officially open Saturday, which will be the 1st of November. That's nice. I'm getting my flu shot on Saturday, so I won't be able to make it for the grand opening, but I hope one day I can go to Egypt and see this amazing museum. Highlights Egypt's ancient civilization and is a centerpiece of the government's drive to boost the tourist industry, a major source of foreign currency in the cash-strapped country. It's almost like if you're not getting attacked by colonists all the time, you can maybe have people actually want to be in your country. Located just outside Cairo, next to the famed Giza pyramids. Giza? Everyone knows the big pyramids. By the way, if you ever go there, do not get scammed by some person who's going to give you a tour, okay? Just go look yourself. Don't let people, hey, you can tour it on a camel.
Right.
Don't do it, okay? So I've heard from people who live there. All right, do not take the camel rides, okay? They're going to scam you. They're going to, here, $500 to ride a camel around the pyramids. Hell nah. The $1 billion mammoth facility is poised to become the world's largest museum dedicated to a single civilization with over 50,000 artifacts detailing the life in ancient Egypt. This is almost, I think, even 50,000 years ago. Like, there's nobody alive who's been there. By comparison, the Louvre Museum in Paris has about 35,000 pieces on display. Well, I guess 35,000, or actually I should say 34,997 or something. They've lost some pieces recently. The museum is one of the mega projects championed by President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, who since taking office in 2014. Wow, so this has been a 10-year venture, huh? Embarked on a massive investment in infrastructure with the aim of reviving an economy weakened by decades of stagnation and battered by the unrest that followed the 2011 Arab Spring uprising. The museum construction began in 2005. Okay, so he just pushed it more, right? It was already being built, but then the work stopped for 3 years during the Arab Spring, and then he put it back on track. The grand opening was postponed multiple times, most recently in July. Well, that's a shame. But I guess it's probably better this time of year to go now to Egypt, not in the middle of the summer. Though I guess it's a museum, so you would be inside. But it's the Middle East. It gets cold there, but I don't think it gets that cold there. Most recently in July this year, because of conflicts. Conflicts. We all know what conflicts those were. World leaders are expected to attend the opening ceremony this Saturday. Designed by the Irish firm Hennigan Ping Architects, the museum, known as GEM, boasts a towering triangular glass facade imitating the nearby pyramids. In its entrance atrium stands the granite colossus of one of Egypt's most famed pharaohs, Ramses the Great. The 3,200-year-old, 11 meters tall, 336-foot tall statue was moved to the museum after decades of standing in the center of a traffic-clogged roundabout in front of Cairo's main train station. Man, that must have been heavy. From the atrium, a grand 6-story staircase lined with ancient statues leads up to the main galleries and a view of nearby pyramids. A bridge links the museum to the pyramids, allowing tourists to move between them either on foot or via electric, environmentally friendly vehicles, according to museum officials. That is so cool. Like, that is a proper tourist thing, you know? Hey, you really like the pyramids? Well, guess what? If you take this way, you can also go to our museum. Hey, yeah! Give me the museum pyramid ticket, please. And then I'll make tons of cash. The museum includes 24,000 square meters, or 258,000 square feet, of permanent exhibition space, a child's museum, and a conference and educational facility, and commercial area, as well as a large conservation center. Commercial area, hey, yeah, let's get some, I don't know, Egyptian capsule on and buy some souvenirs. The 12 main galleries, which opened last year, exhibit antiquities spanning from prehistoric times to the Roman era, organized by era and by themes. Many of the 50,000 artifacts in GEM were moved from the Egyptian Museum, a packed century-old building in downtown Cairo's Tahrir Square, where others were recently unearthed from ancient cemeteries, including the Saqqara Necropolis, another complex of pyramids and tombs about 14 miles, 22 kilometers south of the museum. The halls are equipped with advanced technology featuring multimedia presentations, mixed reality shows to help explain ancient Egypt to new generations, said Ahmed Ghonaim, the museum's CEO. "We are using the language Gen Z uses right now," he says in an interview. "Gen Z doesn't use any more the labels that we read as old people, but rather they use technology." The Tutankhamun collection is one place for the first time. Is in one place, sorry. The entire collection is in one place for the first time. So usually they're like, oh, I want the mummy, and you can have the things that we found in the tomb, and oh, you can have the necklace. But now they're all together. 5,000 artifacts from the tomb, the most untouched tomb ever found in history that hasn't been, raided by treasure hunters. The collection is being displayed in its entirety for the first time since British archaeologist Howard Carter discovered the tomb in 1922 in the southern city of Luxor. The old Egyptian museum didn't have enough space to show all of the treasures at once. Some masterpieces were restored at the museum's conservation center, including the boy pharaoh's 3 funeral bed and 6 chariot, said Jalian Mohammed, chief restorer at the Conservation Center. They will be displayed along with his golden throne, his gold-covered sarcophagus, and his burial mask, made of gold, quartzite, lapis lazuli, and colored glass. The mask's beard was accidentally knocked off and hastily glued back on with epoxy in 2013, before a German-Egyptian team of experts fixed it the following year. Another centerpiece of the museum is the 4,600-year-old solar boat of King Khufu, the pharaoh who is credited with building the Great Pyramid of Giza. The 43-meter-long, 140-foot wooden boat, discovered in the 1950s, was buried next to the Great Pyramid of Khufu, or Cheops as he is known, to use in the afterlife. I'm not going to get in the ferryman's boat. I'm going to follow my own boat across the river Styx. In 2021, it was moved from its display site by the pyramids in the Grand Egyptian Museum on a remote-controlled vehicle imported from Belgium. Ooh, that's cool. So, final bit of this story, the government hopes the museum will draw more tourists who will stay for a while and provide foreign currency Egypt needs to shore up its economy. The tourism sector has suffered since political turmoil in 2011's Arab Spring. In recent years, the sector has started to recover from the pandemic and the effects of the Russian war on Ukraine. Both Russia and Ukraine are major sources of tourists visiting Europe. That's fun and little information for you there. Russians in Ukraine love going to Egypt. A record number of 15.7 million visited the country in 2024, according to official figures, and the government aims to attract 30 million visitors by 2032. They want to double that number hard. Authorities overhauled the whole area around the museum and the pyramid. Roads were paved and a metro station is being constructed outside the museum gates so people can just get funneled in. An airport, Sphinx International Airport, was also opened west of Cairo, 40 minutes from the museum. Man, this is making me want to go. This article is doing a real good job of making me want to go. Let's go now! 40 minutes! I'll wait till the airport's built. Hassan Alam, CEO of Hassan Aman Holding, the firm operating the museum, said that they're expecting between 15,000 to 20,000 visitors a day at the museum. So get those tickets early. The world has been waiting. Everyone's excited, he said. There you go. Get excited for the Egyptian Museum in Cairo. Give me a haiku.
Haiku. My haiku today is... These are two comedians having a conversation. First comedian speaks, and we'll do the rest.
Mm-hmm.
I went to Egypt to see your chiropractor, to see my mummy.
That's a good one.
Nah, the two best Egypt puns in the universe.
Chiropractor.